guys, welcome back to the channel. As you might be able to see, I am currently at a truck stop. I am headed to the garage to finally mount those awesome lights on the bike. Obviously that comes with some more stuff, but I'll explain later. I've had these lights laying around at the garage for, well, I think pretty much since November last year, but we didn't get a chance to mount them yet. But finally it's going to happen, so I'm very excited. I'm not filming much of the riding right now because I'm riding from my hometown to the garage, which is like 120 miles thereabouts. Not doing much filming the riding right now, so I'll just see you guys over there. All right, just arrived at the garage, and if you're thinking, hey, that's not a garage, that's a house, it's because it's his house. And in the backyard is our garage.
That's the place to be.
Yeah, very good to see each other again. Been way too long. As I said, I've had these lights lying around here at his house since like what, December, November, somewhere in there.
Around New Year.
Yeah, around New Year, something like that. I've been dying to put them on. So yeah, here's the bike, shining in the sun. I mean, we've got some polishing to do, but other than that, it's shining. And there's Matthijs' Harley. He just put the windscreen on. And at first, he was thinking like, you know what? Well, you explain it.
Well, I thought I would take it off in the meantime, only for the long road trips, put it on. But once it was on, I thought to myself, it looks good. It has this classic look, so I think we should leave it on.
Yeah, and I don't disagree. It makes it look like this really, it has this cool 50s old school look to it, you know? It's pretty cool. And
it really helps with the wind. You can smoke a cigarette while driving. That's great.
At how many kilometers an hour?
About 60 miles an hour.
See, that's good. All right, so yeah, we just do the motorcycles with our garage, but Matthijs also does cars. He sold this car to my brother's girlfriend, because this is like her dream car, the Suzuki, was it? Jimny, the old one. But it does need some work, and the garage was asking $3,000 to $4,000 to do this work. And well, he can do it himself, so it's like, well, I'll help you out. Welding. And in the meantime, we're gonna give you a garage tour.
Come on in.
So this is the backside, the backyard. I mean, this is the perfect place for him. I don't know how many cars you have and how many motorcycles you have, but like this is a garage where you can just store cars and shit, and it's filled to the brim currently. And this is where we
This is where we build the bikes.
where we build our stuff. And that is, I think I've told you in the last video about our Suzuki project. Well, this is that Suzuki. Obviously it's not done yet, but what we've got right now, we've obviously went back to a bare frame, and the engine, we designed a new cover. I mean, this is 3D printed to just see if it fits, but it's being produced right now.
I think in a week it will be finished, so next week we can post some pictures or maybe even a video about how it fits.
Mm-hmm.
We already got the clutch here.
Alright, yeah, so this is a Ducati clutch, right?
Yeah, because we thought the Suzuki not really reliable. The clutch was good though. Then we should put a Ducati clutch on it to make sure even that is not reliable.
Yeah.
Charge laying around.
Oh, that's right.
Well, this is a supercharger to put more air inside the engine. We'll place it somewhere around here with a double carburetor behind it and a new intake to gain some power.
Remind me,
go fast.
remind me what our goal is for this bike.
Well, how many miles is it? 120 miles an hour?
Yeah, 120 miles an hour, and a burnout for at least
At least like 200 meters.
Yeah.
That would be cool. We're planning on doing that, but
With a Suzuki Savage LS650, which is notorious for how shitty it is, really.
yeah, we actually take out all the bad parts. Like the oil pump is very bad, but we put a new oil pump on it from a car that I had laying around. So we got more oil going around in the engine. The pressure will be a little bit higher, and there will be a cooling system to cool the piston and also to cool the oil. That's what we see here on the side, all those holes in it, to make sure the oil is cool enough.
It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait to get going on this thing. All right, so we're 2 hours later. It's 2 hours later, 2.5 maybe, and we have done nothing at all. I've ridden around on Matthijs' Harley, on the Road King, and we've drank beer. We've done all kinds of stuff except for working on the bike. So first step now is to figure out a way to get this bike back there.
Ga ze maar uit de spul. Daar zit niks op. Het is spaak af. Ja, dat moet ook. Dit is welke.
Alright, so Matthijs is going to continue welding on the Suzuki car 4x4, and in the meantime I'm going to work on the bike. So what we got right now, it's we put it on a bunch of iron blocks. I think the first thing that we have to purchase as a garage is a table stand or something, because this is just, we have to tilt the bike all the way this way just to get the fucking shit over under there. But yeah, so that's something that we have to do. In the meantime, I'm gonna remove the seats, all the seats, and remove the gas tank. So we just have a sort of a bare frame to work off of, because what we have to do, I'll explain everything that we have to do right now. I have to remove the tire and replace the rubber damper blocks that are in here in the wheel well. There's some rubber damper blocks in there so that when you hit the gas or when you slow down, that you don't feel this shock going on, and those are worn out. So right now it's like every time I hit the gas, it's like I feel a big like kick. Then we have to reconnect or disconnect this sensor right here, because either this sensor or the neutral gear sensor that's under here somewhere, those two have to work well in order to be able to start the bike when it's still on the stand, and right now I can't do that. So I have to put the kickstand on and actually sit on it before I can start the bike, and I can't really warm it up. So that's annoying, so we want to do that. Then obviously we're going to change the headlight setup. I'm gonna take all of this off. It's a 1988 or something, so legally I'm not required to have these blinkers on it, and it doesn't really fit with the light setup that I'm gonna have, so I'm just gonna lose it and just have the blinkers in the back somewhere. This speedo is gonna come off and be replaced by a tiny little digital speedo that's gonna be right here. And I think that's about it. Well, apart from an oil change anyway. Yeah, so I'm gonna get to work. So as you can see, the seats are off. It's a bit of a mess in there, but that's all right. You don't see it. I was looking at, I was considering replacing that fuel filter, but still looks really good and clear. All the dirt that's on it, that seems to be in it, it's really on the outside, so filter's good. And the front end is clear, as you can see. Like the headlight, yeah, that needs replacing. And these two crusty ass blinkers. It's really quite ridiculous. Oh well. We're having a little break. Backyard shenanigans. There's not much room for burnouts here, but there's room, so we're gonna do it. This is a good time to show you what we did with the airbox installation. So usually there would be an entire airbox installation over here, and there's like hoses going everywhere, and it's a big mess and it's really ugly. So we decided to take that out and use the old hoses, these, to make our own velocity stacks. And we used some velocity stack mesh with under that a bigger mesh that probably it's like what, a chicken pen kind of thing. But yeah, we made our own stuff and it sounds so good when you hit the gas. It's amazing. Anyway, so here it is. Bike all clean-ish.
Put the headlights on.
Yep. Oh yeah, we put the headlights on as a sort of a mock-up. It's not connected or anything. It's just on there, but with a tie wrap.
That's how it's probably gonna end this live too.
Yep. Duct tape and tie wraps, baby. All right, so this is how it's gonna look. Ain't that fucking something? I love it. It's amazing. It's so 70s. It's like, I think it's totally awesome. I'm having a little smoke break. Forgot to turn on the camera when I was removing the wheel. So there it is. The rear wheel is out. Got the axle over there. And that thing is over there. So what we gotta do, we gotta mount those rubbers in there. High performance. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. So this is what that looks like. Inside the wheel, there's a bunch of plates in there, and these go around to dampen the shock of the chain when you hit the gas. Got the rear wheel here and my parts, and if I'm right, I can just lift this thing out of here. So let's try that. I'm gonna get fucking covered in grease right now, but that's fine. Alright. Yeah, there you go. So this is what's inside. This is what's transferring the power. Yeah, these are worn. That is ridiculous. I don't know if you can make that out, but oh really, they're falling apart. I could just take these out one by one. Holy shit. That is not supposed to be like that. But hey, what are you gonna do? I feel like I should clean this out one here. Yeah, so we used to have this industrial paper towel thing, but toilet paper's gonna have to do. There's just a bunch of rubber dust stuff in here. It's not that bad though. Alright, that's that. Let's put the new ones in. There we go. So this is a huge difference. The old ones had, well, not double, but they at least had like up to here, probably somewhere over there. That was all worn off, this whole bit. So this was way wider, and I was definitely feeling that whenever I was braking or accelerating. So this is gonna feel much better. And if I'm right, I can just drop this thing right back in here. Does it matter which way? Nah. Oh yeah, no play whatsoever. Awesome. Great, that was that. All right, so Matthijs still has a little bit of work to do on the car. In the meantime, I'm going to clean this paint here off because we need to look at these welds. Strengthen it a little bit and repaint it again because this doesn't look very good. God bless. I'm not personally into that stuff, but just for the saying, God bless Matthijs for having a fucking garage like this. I mean, it's really a blessing, especially riding choppers. You need to have this stuff. It's really a blessing to have a friend that has all this shit. I mean, look at all the machinery and crap in here. You could basically build a car out of this shop, or a bike in this case. Oh yeah, and I disconnected the speedometer, which I forgot. I mean, I'm kind of sad to see it go because it still has the sticker on it from the highway in Switzerland last year, and that was a good memory. I mean, yeah, sentimental. What I also did is up the actual sissy bar a little bit, because it was really showing some wear. Right, well, Matthijs is still working on the car, but and he's welding, but the next step for the bike is also welding, so here I am, standing around with my thumb in my ass. No, I'm just having a beer. It's the only thing you can do in these situations. Stand around, giving instructions, being mad and drinking beer. So, as you can see, we covered the bike up with a fire-resistant blanket, just to cover the essential parts of the bike. Yeah, so Oh, one thing, by the way, is it necessary? Do you think it's necessary to plug this to cover this up, the fuel thing?
It will catch fire anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Matthias do the welding because well, I can weld, but it'll just be stuck. It will not be beautiful. It needs to be pretty. And Matthias is the pretty welder here, not in physical qualities, but.
Even if I don't weld, I'm the pretty one.
So yeah, first we're gonna weld everything, then we're gonna cover this damn thing up in paint and make it all pretty good. We were gonna go welding, but turns out the our welder over here. That's been working all day, and it is a Lincoln Electric, so it's not some cheap ass Chinese thing. It decided to quit on us. And if the screen is not turning on and you start to weld, you can't see what your settings are, then your welds will start looking like that. That's not pretty. So we're gonna give this baby some rest, see if it works again tomorrow, and instead kill our time doing something else. And that is fixing the, or not fixing it, it's not broken, but this is the side stand sensor, and I want to be able to start the bike when it's on the side stand, and right now I can't. So I think maybe we could just fuck the entire sensor up and just cut it off.
Oh, so what you're saying is you have to get the stand off to start the bike. I thought you had to put it on to be able to start it.
No. I have to, like this, I can't start the bike. So like I said, we just need to cut that thing off.
Great idea. I like cutting shit up. Guess what? It's fixed.
It is. Alrighty. Look at that. What do you say? Time for beer.
Time for beer.
So, like some true motorcycle hipsters, we're gonna close it off with craft beer. IPAs. And the shop dog. Daisy! Hey Daisy! That shop dog. Good morning, it's the next day. This is about gonna do it for this video. Found out last night that we already have like 40 minutes of video, so it's gonna be a long one. And it's gonna be multiple parts, so stay tuned for next week's video.
Part 2.
To get the notifications on that, please like and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. It helps us out, and it allows you to get the notification to get the next part. And in the next part, we're gonna do the welding, finally, because we started that welder just now, and the screen works. How awesome. It just needed a little break. So we're gonna do the welding, we're gonna do the lights, and the speedometer, all of that stuff. So stay tuned for that. See y'all in the next one.